Die, you fucker! Die! Fucking die!
I'm still able to talk. Well, you're choking me. Oh yeah, we're doing Maniac.
Sorry. What was I doing there?
You're strangling me.
Why?
I don't know. 'Cause you're a freak?
Yeah. I should go out here.
I'm disturbed now.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Ever. I swear.
You said that the last 7 times.
There's been 7 times?
You strangled me. This will be number 8.
I must be having those blackout spells again.
And people say I'm crazy. Anyways, we're here with you to do the review of Maniac.
This is BroncoJuggalo
And Bill.
and today we are doing the 1980 film Maniac, directed by William Lustig and starring Joe Spinell, who also co-wrote the movie, as our titular character of, I use that word a lot, titular, and I think it's because I like the word tit.
What does titular mean?
Central, like main, the pivot character, where everything revolves around.
Stop getting the thesaurus out.
I just like words with the word tit in it.
Yeah, but I like tits too, but that word, I had no idea what it meant.
Stars Joseph Spinell as Frank Zito. Now, Frank Zito, he's a fucked up motherfucker, let me tell you.
Yes.
Right? Frank is a complete sociopath, psychopath, serial killer. Just like all serial killers, has his other side of his personality too. He is going around stalking women on the streets of New York and killing them. And that is basically our movie, guys. And let me tell you, it makes for one hell of a ride.
Yes, it does. In fact, little fun fact, this movie was banned in quite a few countries.
Yep. In 1995, as part of the video nasty panic in the UK, they physically confiscated every copy they could find of this film. And it didn't get re-released in the UK for quite a while. During that time, they were confiscating and banning a lot of films that, honestly, this one, this one's got a lot of gore, but, honestly, a lot of films they banned weren't that bad.
Yeah, this one is a bit fucked up, though.
Definitely fucked up. Another very awesome fact about this movie is this movie was filmed guerrilla style. Ooh. And what I mean by that is not just handheld cams and things like that. They literally did not even have permits for this film.
So they would shoot a shot and run away before the cops showed up.
Our makeup, kill, and gore effects were all done by the legendary Tom Savini. And an interesting story with that is there's a scene where our killer, Joseph, uses a shotgun, just like this one. I'm not sure, like you said, though, if it was double barrel, single barrel.
Yeah, but it was a breakaway.
Yeah. And we're going to put our hand back on there. Need something to be able to do. But they did not have permits for that, okay?
No, they did not.
Tom Savini built a model that looked just like him because he is actually the character in the movie.
Gets shot.
Yeah, definitely.
It's awesome.
He puts it in the front seat of the car, okay? And then Tom Savini is the one actually shooting the shotgun. He jumps up on the hood of the car, points the shotgun right through the windshield, and pulls the fucking trigger. And and what he did is the bust of his head was filled with rotten meat and food particles and all kinds of shit to make it look like brain matter going everywhere and flesh and blood going everywhere. And it looks amazing.
Awesome.
It looks amazing. But I find it funny that it was Tom Savini who played the character, Tom Savini who built the bust and made the makeup effect and the explosion effect, and Tom Savini that fires the shotgun.
Yep.
They really do fire a shotgun through the windshield.
Yes.
Here's what's funny about that. They did not have permits to do this. It was not zoned off. It was not cordoned off, nothing. They did it in the pitch dark of the middle of the night in a neighborhood where nobody was around. And then as soon as they did it, they hauled ass out of there before the cops came.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
That's guerrilla style filming.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
So, guys, we're going to get into pros and cons here. We're going to start it off with cons. And the first con that I have, and I believe the first con you have too, is one that we alluded to with our little intro.
Oh, yeah. The first kill of the movie.
It wasn't the first kill.
Oh, no, the beach. The beach was
scene was
the
first kill.
Okay. But yeah, the hooker.
Mm-hmm.
And she's being strangled, yet noise is coming out of her mouth. And
not just... It was like full screams.
Yeah.
Like,
if your windpipe is shut off, you can't do that.
But yeah, her mouth wasn't moving either, and the wind. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, okay,
that's bad.
They really fucked that part up because that make no logical sense.
No logical sense at all. None at all. Okay, my first con is the opening. After the beach scene, the opening kind of drags a little.
That's actually coming up here. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, yeah.
That's about to come up here. So if you watch the background and we don't cut it out through editing, you'll see, even though you can't hear it, you'll see the scene we're talking about.
Yes.
So go ahead. Sorry.
All right. My first con is the opening. After the beach scene, it's kind of slow until we get to this point, which is about ready to happen behind us.
Well, they were trying to build that character, you know. And just let
but it was a little bit slow for my taste. It's like, oh my gosh, we started out great here with this beach scene, and he kills 2 people in that. And then it's just, okay, come on, let. Okay.
See, that's not a con for me because I really liked what they did during that scene with Frank and Joe Spinell. And Joe Spinell gives an amazing performance. I mean, he plays psychopath to a T. I mean,
this guy is good.
He's in there sewing the pieces of the women together on his dummies, and he's talking to himself, and he's having different conversations. And it's just like, man, this guy really got crazy down.
Oh yeah,
awesome acting. I'll get into that more in the pros, but
yes.
My next con, they were a little late in giving us motive. You didn't really know what was going on in the beginning.
Why?
You didn't know why he was doing what he was doing. Now, okay, it's not Halloween where I don't care about having motive, and I know Michael doesn't have motive. That's the great thing about Halloween.
This one,
like you were wondering like what was going on. Then all of a sudden, right in like the middle of the film, they drop all this backstory knowledge on you. And it's like, okay, why don't you just start that at the beginning so that we could have known that the whole time?
A little bit of the development late.
Mm-hmm.
The development of why was a little late. Okay, I'll give you that. It was a little late. All right, my second con is the acting in this film is good, except for one person I didn't really care for was the subway girl who gets killed by him. I did not care for her acting. She kind of was just, I don't know how to describe it. It was too, I don't know. You remember who I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How would you describe her acting?
Wooden?
I thought wooden. Thank you. That is actually very good. Wooden, kind of just there. She really, thank God we didn't have to see much of her before she died. But yeah, just real lifeless, wooden, like he said. I just couldn't stand her acting.
Yeah. So I'm all out of cons. How about you?
I got one more, and it goes back to kind of the opening part. There are parts of this movie that are a little slow in the middle, and you kind of wonder, oh gosh, why are we dragging this scene out? Like the photo shoot, I thought it was a little dragged out. You got a little bit out of it, but It could have been shortened a little bit.
Or at least they could have gotten naked.
Yeah, but it wasn't that type of shoot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But now, well, that's it. That's it for the cons in this film, because it's really not a bad film.
Right.
It's a good film.
I like it. I love it. And that leads me right into my first pro is the thing I love the most about this film is it is absolutely brutal.
Oh, God.
And it is brutal right away.
There's a reason why this film was banned.
The opening beach scenes, oh my God, it's just like, holy shit. You're just like, whoa, didn't see that coming so fast.
Yeah.
You know, and then, yeah, this film is just fucking brutal. Here's that choking scene, by the way.
Oh, she's dead.
Yep. It's so good, from the shotgun scene kill to the beach kills to just about every kill in this movie. That may be the tamest kill in the movie.
That is.
Where he's choking her to death. That's probably the tamest kill in the film.
Yes, it definitely is. All the rest are just... Mm-hmm. You can tell this is a fucking person that is totally out of their fucking mind.
Yeah.
They are getting a lot... And you can see in this one, too. He's getting a lot of pleasure out of what he's doing. But he's also kind of remorseful afterwards. Right. And you know what? I'm just going to jump into my first pro there. Is our killer. He is a very...
convincing?
He's very convincing, but he's also very... I don't know how to put it, like, intriguing. Like, he's interesting.
Definitely an interesting character.
He's got things going on in his head. He's literally talking to voices and everything. He's having conversations out loud or in his head throughout the movie. And you don't know who the fuck he's talking to, but he's talking to somebody.
It very much reminds me of Norman Bates talking to Mother in Psycho.
And in real life, it reminds me of the Son of Sam or the .44 caliber killer.
Which I think this might have kind of been somewhat based on.
Yes, I think this killer was probably based off the .44
or at least drew
caliber.
some inspiration from it.
Yes.
Because he uses a big old .44 in this, doesn't he, once?
No. The only firearm he uses is the shotgun.
What movie were we watching where somebody actually used a big old .44?
Oh, gosh.
I don't remember what the fuck we were watching, but we were talking about that. It might have been...
I don't remember. But it's neither here or there right now.
Yeah.
All right. Our killer is also really creepy. The whole scalping thing and putting it on the heads of mannequins.
Which he's doing right here.
Oh, yeah, there he goes right there. It's creepy. And the fact that this guy really looks like Ron Jeremy to me.
I think he's trying to make the perfect woman. You know, one that looks really good but keeps her mouth shut.
Yeah, but he doesn't cut a hole in the mannequins.
Just playing, all my female viewers. Just playing.
I better stop with what I was about to say right there. Yeah, I better. Okay.
Fuck.
But still, he is like really creepy. The whole scalping and putting it on mannequins. And the fact that he does, like I said, he looks like Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's creepy enough as it is. He looks like... can you imagine Ron Jeremy as a serial killer?
And
that
it's
would
funny,
be bad.
It's funny that he's doing this movie because Joe Spinell is known for 2 roles aside from Maniac.
Oh, you're right.
And Maniac's only known in the horror circles, really. This is a pretty obscure film if you're not a horror fan.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why we're doing
He is known for
this.
his role in Godfather 1 and 2. And he's known for his role in Rocky 1 and 2 as Rocky's mob boss. So,
but that is kind of why I wanted to do a film like this, a review, because it is kind of a more obscure movie. You know, get more people out there to watch it.
And we got a few of those coming up. We're going to do the Maniac Cop trilogy.
Yes.
Which I didn't know there was 3 of them. I thought there was only 2.
There's 3.
I forgot there was 3.
But next week we're going to come at you with another one that is less well known, and that's The Prowler. The Prowler will be next week.
I'm not sure if it'll be up next week when it'll be up, but it'll definitely be our... we also have our Halloween 3 review. We're doing.
Oh, yeah.
So, that may be up before I post this one. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see. But then also, there's a lot of movies that are not very well known that we're going to start doing.
Yes.
Just for fun because they're cool.
Yeah, and like I said, get some people to go out there that haven't seen it, especially the younger generation. Go out there and watch this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need all the CGI to make a great movie. Go watch this one. You don't need CGI. You need people like Tom Savini.
Went off a little bit of a tangent of the things we got coming up, but I do want to circle back to what he was saying about the character being so crazy and so interesting, and it being a pro. That's a pro for me too, and it leads right into my pro, my next one, which is the acting of Joe Spinell.
Oh yeah.
It is all because of Joe Spinell that this guy is so amazing.
Yes.
It's so interesting. Joe Spinell actually makes you feel something for this guy. You feel bad for him. You feel afraid of him. You also feel jealous of him in certain parts, like when he gets the girl. You know, for a while anyways.
Yeah. He doesn't deserve it.
He scores that chick. That's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah, you do kind of feel bad for him at times, and that's something that I didn't think about. But yeah, you do. You do feel those emotions towards him, and he's the killer.
Right. And like I said this briefly before, Joe Spinell's known for a couple roles in pretty high-class films. And so for him to do a role like this and to make it so good, it's pretty amazing.
It is.
And I'm sorry that he died when he did, because he could have brought out a lot more cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's your next one, brother?
My next pro for this film is the ending of the film. It's really bizarre. But very well done. You know, you don't know if this is in his head or are we going into the supernatural here, but
either way, the result is that he dies.
Yeah, and the mannequins the mannequins that he puts the scalps on come alive and kill him. Mm-hmm. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's very well done. It makes you think about it.
Personally, I think it's inside his head, but whatever happens, it ends up doing the job, and he ends up dying at the end of the film.
I think it maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. All right, you got any more pros?
Just once again, I want to give a huge shout out to the gore, the kills. That's what this movie is really based around.
Yes.
That and Joe Spinell's acting go hand in hand. So great, so awesome, so much fun. And my favorite one is, I think your favorite one too, right?
Oh, favorite kill?
Yep.
Oh. Are we going to talk about the boomstick?
Yes, sir. It is the shotgun scene, guys. The boomstick scene.
And I'm just going to give a special shout out to all the companies out there that put these movies out.
Talking about like the boutique companies, guys.
Yes.
Like this
Blue
particular
Underground
Blu-ray came out on Blue
one.
Underground 30th anniversary, and it's an amazing release. They do it really well. The restoration, the movie looks amazing. It doesn't lose its greediness and its guerrilla style with the Blu-ray. It still looks gritty. It still looks amazing. But
it's awesome that companies are doing this.
Yeah, and big shout out to them. Scream Factory,
anybody,
Full Moon, Shout Factory, all those cool companies that do these really cool releases that otherwise we haven't gotten a lot of.
They'd be forgotten.
Films. Yeah, they could.
The younger generation would not know about them. They'd just be forgotten. So mad props to them for doing that, keeping this stuff alive.
Yeah. So, I think that's pretty much it though, right, brother?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
So anyways, guys, like I said, we got a lot coming up, a lot to look forward to. Halloween 3 review coming very soon. That's going to be a lot of fun. You know how I feel about that movie.
I sing in that review.
Oh, God. Anyways, right now I got Halloween 2 up. Go check that one out. And this is BroncoJuggalo saying, peace.
And this is Bill saying, good night.
Hey, you double